So the last part of this routine is going to be focusing on a deathmatch and just making sure that our shots go straight, right? So one good way that you can do this is using a sheriff. You can really use any gun, maybe a guardian, maybe a vandal, but just focusing on your shots and making sure that they go straight. So when I strafe and I shoot, is it going where my crosshair is? Not even necessarily worrying about killing them, making sure that it goes straight, right? And notice how, although I died to her, all of my bullets hit in the same place. So I'm not really feeling too discomfortable with that. We just need to focus on our aim a little bit more. And this is going to happen when you focus on two different things at once, right? So we're focusing on our movement. Our aim's going to suffer because of that, right? But it's all about getting the one part prepared or comfortable with it. And then you can focus on the adding in the other elements, right? So just making sure my shots are going straight on that sky. Lost the gunfight a little bit, but shots were going straight. So just was not quite aiming at her. Right here, heard somebody be main, but that's okay. Go over here. Here's somebody heaven. And people will blame you for using sound to DMs. There's really nothing wrong with it, right? If you're using sound, that's fine. That's how you're going to play a normal game. Now, if you're just sitting in a corner waiting for people to peek you, that's like one thing, but I'm getting shot at from two different angles. Player up there. Shot straight. Nice. See, just keeping our shots straight right there. Unfortunate. Nice. Something to keep in mind is that you shouldn't be moving in all of your duels, right? Just because counterstrafing is a thing doesn't mean that in every single duel that you take, you need to be moving. There are times when it's okay to stand still. Like if a target's not looking at you, why are you bothering moving? If somebody AFK over here in Sirius will try to take them out.
Get out of here.
But nice, got him. Oh my gosh. They're 145. That's okay. And just keep our shots straight. Over here. Nice. Able to clear that guy out. And notice how progressively we're getting a little bit better at this, right? Our shots are going straight. We're landing more kills. I don't really do the knifing business when I'm trying to warm up normally, but lots of people like to, I guess, queue into DM and mess around. Oh, man. Found him twice. And we're starting to feel a little bit more crispy with our shots. But just standing still when we shoot. And notice how many bullets it actually took that guy to kill me. Now imagine if I have a Vandal right there in that situation, right? I'm for sure win that gunfight. But because we don't have a Vandal, we do end up losing it. But just keeping in mind that we're difficult to hit when we're on the move. And that's kind of the whole purpose of this. Just making sure that we're not moving when we're shooting. And that we're difficult to hit when we're shooting. Or when we're moving, I guess. Now let's pull out a Vandal, and we'll try to do the same thing, right? Just try to be on the move, and go for those taps. Maybe bursts. And just making sure that we're accurate when we shoot. Not worrying about aiming. Not worrying about our kills or our KD. Just that we're standing still when we shoot. Counter-strafing between our shots. Nice. That's okay. Going over here. She's jumping around, so a little bit of a hard target to hit. And I'm pressing tab a lot just because it's like kind of a habit that I have. But really, there's no reason to be looking at the scoreboard in a situation like this, because your goal isn't to win the DM. Your goal is to get better. Your goal is to practice your movement, make sure that your movement is clean, and that you're landing kills. Nice. And just strafing between our shots. Even though we're not getting headshots on the guy, you can still go for bursts. You can body him a couple times. You can generally get off like a 3-bullet burst. That's pretty accurate. without it being messed up by your movement. So you can, like, between your strafes, you can kind of, if you do it right, notice how a lot of those bullets are going kind of into the same spot. Some of those strafes were better than others, but it's all about timing right there. Nice. And that's what's really important about it. You kind of saw it in the last kill. But the reason that it's important to practice your counter-strafing is because, like, you never really know when you're going to need to stop on a dime to kill somebody, right? So if my crosshair's here, or if I'm swinging an angle, right? And then suddenly the target's, like, over here, and I have to strafe, or they peek you from, like, a different spot, you hit the strafe key, and then you fire, right? Like, immediately after. So, like, say I'm looking for that guy, or I need to, like, flick, my crosshair's not positioned for it. You're ready to stop, and it's like the muscle memory is built into your brain where you'll hit the stop key and you'll flick. So somebody was up there. Take this guy out. And I'll come back up here. And he's up here somewhere. Let's say I get peeked from, like, a different angle, right? Like, I'm pre-aiming this and then somebody peeks me from there. Being able to stop on a dime and kill that target is really important. That was just bad crosshair placement there, but... And we're not going to win this DM, but I feel like my movement has improved a lot more for today, and I'm ready to go into my game feeling a lot more comfortable with my movement, right? Because all my shots are going straight, so I know that at least the timing on my counter strafes are good right now. Despite maybe missing a couple shots with the Sheriff early on, or missing a couple shots with our Vandal, or losing some engagements, doesn't matter at the end of the day. At the end of the day, my movement felt clean, and I'm feeling confident with that DM. So, hope that was helpful for you guys to get a perspective on how you might practice your counter strafing within the game, and I will see you in the next one.